Good evening, Internets. It's time for another Bookward Bound with me, DP Knudten. It's my 301-day journey from, you should really do this, to, yeah, it's done. What am I talking about being done? A brand new book by January 1st, 2021, or at least press-ready PDF files ready to be uploaded to Amazon's Kindle Direct Publishing space. That's where I'm going to be self-publishing a brand new book. And what is that book called? Well, you already saw the cover art briefly. It's called NONFICTION BRAND, Discovering, Crafting, and Communicating the Completely True, Completely You brand you already are. And that's what it's all about. It's about creating a personal brand that is based on who you actually are, the way you roll as a human being, and what you can really offer the people who might follow you or engage with you via social media and other media in a way that really enhances your professional career based on the person you actually are. So I'm writing that book, and I'm writing it every single night with your help by actually doing a little bit of writing, or maybe a little bit of designing, or it might even be a little bit of mind mapping or outlining of the book and its contents. And some nights it's just me doing this as I stare at the blank screen, thinking about what I can possibly write. And that's kind of where I am tonight. What am I going to write about tonight? Well, first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to show you Scrivener, which is the application in which I am writing this book, and it looks something like this. You can see the main window is actually the stuff I'm writing. Over here are the sections of the book with color-coded flags indicating to me whether it's green, all done and edited for at least a first pass. Blue, yeah, it's pretty much done, but it still needs some editing. Take a look at that and make sure you haven't embarrassed yourself with typos or misspellings or grammar errors. And yellow means you've written some in here, but it's not exactly done. And then red means, dude, get serious. You haven't written anything yet in this section. So what am I doing tonight? I think I'm going to go into welcome to the task economy, which right now is right at about 1,000 words. I need to wrap it up. So I think I'm getting very close. Let's see. Good at they're what? That. All right, so this will be 5, I think. Yeah. And I need to crush this so that it's much closer, and shrink this to exactly 10 points of leading. Okay, which I'll probably change when I bring this in to do the final work on the layout and stuff. So talents aren't what you want to be good at. They're what you're actually already good at. When I use the word talent here, I'm talking about something very specific. That's based on the deep native skill set you were graced with at birth. I can best here's what I mean. If you've ever watched any of my live streaming videos, you've probably noticed based on the wall behind me that I've got a thing for guitars. I love them. I love them. I love them. Acoustic, electric, all the above. I have don't tell my wife collection of how many do I have? Let's do a count. Let's do a quick count, shall we? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 of I guess it's only 10. Yeah, of 10 and counting. Most of them are dirt cheap, but I love them all. Play them all and pretend I'm a guitar god with them all. But guess what? But I'm not. But I'm not. And never will be. While I have some proficiency on guitar, I am not naturally gifted and talented on guitar. And any time I need to be reminded of this, all I have to do is go online or even Instagram to see completely unknown masters of guitar from all over the world. They have talent. I do not. They have the talent I do not. But you're actually great at. But they have the talent. I do not. However, a long time ago, I read the autobiography of Alex Haley, the global best-selling author of Roots. I gotta look up Safari. Alex Haley. Roots. I want to cite the year. The autobiography of Malcolm X and Roots. And I'm going to have to look up the dates. 1959, 1962. Dun 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 dun. Whistle Habit, Britannica, USA. 1965. Malcolm X. And Roots, 1970. 76. Roots, the saga of an American family. 76. Looking back now, I see his story as a perfect example of discovering your talent. Leaning into it and achieving greatness because of it. Alex Haley was a Coast Guard's, what are they called? What are Coast Guard members called? I just saw that. A Coast team. Coast Guardsman. Was a Coast Guardsman in the United States. Coast Guard for a full 20 years. He was a Coast Guardsman for 20 years. Do you believe that? Yeah, believe it. 7. For a full 20 years after, while serving, he discovered something fundamental about himself and humanity at large. As a black American, serving in 1939, the only job he was allowed to do was perform was is a mess. Alex Haley mess. No, that of a mess attendant, later steward, the only job he was allowed to perform, the only job. One of 2 ratings available. The only position he was allowed, a job he was allowed to perform, one. Only 2 ratings. Available. To black. He served his shipmates as a mess attendant and later steward. Other members of the crew discovered he had great facility as a writer, and so they'd pay him to write letters to their mothers who would always respond with such great joy at the quality, the letters received. I can still remember reading the line in the book. I wonder if I can find it. Okay, this is where I get excited, because the internets have proven me time and time again that if you remember it, you can find it. So, Alex, Haley autobiography, letter writing story. So let's see. Do not fail me. Glimpse live. I can still remember reading okay, I gotta go. All right, so this might be gotta find it from the book. Because that's, ooh, I should at least get, where's that from? Oops. Career. But there was actually a better quote because it talked about him getting paid for writing. Oh, and I gotta find it. But that'll be good enough for now. Impact of roots. Wonder if I can go inside the book. The biography of Alex Haley. Go to Amazon. Alex Haley biography. See, part of writing a book is just doing a bunch of research. And it's never, ever all the way totally done. Queen. Slaves. Come on, where are you? Bio. Well, let's leave it like this for now. Just say. Facts biography. I thought he wrote his own book. Alex discovered. when he rest working life to it, he achieved a level of fame and greatness few can claim. His talent was writing. Came easy to him, but never was easy. Such is a writer's life. But that ease enabled I remember reading that biography that he realized others would pay him to write for them. Writing became a viable option, and that anecdote stuck with me for years. If you write most people hate writing. I don't. Me for years led me to my nearly 30 year career doing the same. My talent for writing is the found for everything I do. I wish I could say the same thing for music. Cursed with a good but not great ear. Had math too. La, I think I'm going to leave this for a while. Yeah. See, I'm kind of getting stuck a little bit. And so one of the things I've learned, and let this be a lesson to you or anybody who wants to write a book of any length or anything of any length, don't force it. And again, I learned this a long time ago when I was an actor trying to learn lines for plays and stuff. I would struggle, try to cram the words into my head, and it would just get to the point where I would give up, say, fine, I'm done. And I would just drop the script and go to bed or whatever. And invariably, the next day, I'd have the lines in my head. You know, maybe not perfectly, but I would just be fresh all night long, I swear. My subconscious would be noodling on the lines and learning them or creating the synapses in my brain for those lines. And the day before could be terrible, and the next day was no problem. So I have learned that over time, like right now, don't struggle with this. If it becomes a struggle, you won't do it. And if you don't do it, the book won't get done. So I'm done for tonight so that I can get this book done eventually. And that's the way this works with BOOKWARD BOUND. I come down here, I get as far as I can, and then I'm happy with saying, okay, I move the book forward a little bit. Cool. And I'm putting it I'm putting it to bed for the night, because I'm going to go to the bed for the night too, and let my brain refresh, because brilliance does not happen on a dead tired mind. My coming down here at night is not a great idea. My best time for writing is in the morning, but unfortunately I have to reserve that for clients who actually pay me instead of the book that probably won't pay me for quite a while. So I have to do this when I can, and when I can is typically at about 8 p.m. or 9 p.m. Central Daylight Time here in Wisconsin, USA. UTC -6 right now because of Daylight Savings Time. But anyway, that's enough for me tonight. I'm DP Knudten of the Nonfiction Brand podcast. Check it out. A new episode came out today with featuring Roger Wakefield, the expert plumber. Oh my God, this is a really cool story. You definitely want to check out these episodes. Last week's episode and this week's episode features Roger talking about how he turned his plumbing business around and became the internationally known expert plumber of YouTube. I mean, just type in plumbing on YouTube and see how many of Roger's videos come up. He's done like 500 in the past 2 years, and it's serving him really, really well. You'll want to hear that story, so check out the podcast. You can get it. You can get the Nonfiction Brand podcast wherever podcasts are free. Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Stitcher, Spotify, iHeartRadio, yada, yada, ding dong. Any place you get your podcast, you can find it. Just search for Nonfiction Brand and look for my lovely face, which looks a little something like this. Yeah, actually, it looks exactly like that. No, that's not it. There we go. Looks like that. That black and white Nonfiction Brand stacked like that. That's exactly what it looks like. So check it out wherever podcasts are free. And I'll be back here tomorrow night because I have to do more of this darn thing so I can get it done by January 1st, 2021. Thanks for helping me out, keeping me honest, and making me come down here and work on this thing. Until tomorrow, theme music, take us on out. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.